You are given 24 hours to make people say your first name. Every time that someone new says your name, your bank account goes up by $100. Where do you go and what do you do to make the most money?
Have a sign pinned to my chest that says "Call me Chris and I'll give you $1."
I would pay $10 to everyone who can make another 10 people say my name.
I go to the courthouse and change my first name to Alexa.
Go to a large sporting event and pay the announcer to play Sweet Caroline over the loudspeaker.
I live in New York, so I just ask people to say my name on the street.
How have your parents unintentionally fucked you up?
My attachment style. They only paid attention to me when I acted out because they were so busy with my older sister and her accomplishments. By constantly criticizing me. As an adult, I sit in meetings at work and wait for someone to tell me how stupid/wrong/inappropriate something I said or did was. It's awesome.
Men with an anime girl as your profile picture. Why?
Does Dio count as an anime girl?
It's so my waifu can protect my virginity.
People who have cheated on their why didn't you just end the relationship?
I wanted both things, and I was a selfish, immature shit. I've never regretted anything more than hurting my partner like that. I honestly hate reading stuff like this cause it puts so many irrational worries into my mind, just can't help taking a peek though.
Fear of being alone. But that's the way it came.
I was in an abusive relationship and wanted to feel like I had power over something. I didn't.
If Marvel's superheroes were made by J.K. Rowling, what unnecessary characteristic would she have given them?
Hulk is gay. Bruce Banner isn't.
Pepper Potts is allergic to peppers. Thor's hammer would speak and sing songs regularly.
Thor wet the bed until he was 12.
Loki is actually into bestiality and had a horse offspring. Oh wait.
What's the went through med school just to realize you couldn't stand the sight of blood of your job field?
I work in a pathology/bacteriology lab, so basically if you're at all squeamish, you've got no chance. I took swabs from a chunk of necrotic tissue on my second day, and I'll never look at fried mushrooms the same way again.
When I got my first job and realized I can't sit for 12 hours a day in a desk chair. I'm a programmer, so that's been a huge problem in my career. My brother-in-law went through seminary and got a job as a youth pastor, only to find he absolutely could not speak in public. He does construction now.
If your exes all gathered in a room, what's one thing they would unanimously agree on?
Literally everything, because there is only one person in the room.
Giant dick. Not that I have one, but that I am one.
She likes having her nips twiddled. Actually once overheard that conversation between two of them. No shame here.
That I am extraordinarily shit at breakups. Also that I mentally check out from the relationship when under stress. And that I am a really good cook.
A witch puts a curse on you. Every time you fart, everyone hears the sound effect of your choosing. Redditors, what sound do you choose?
The Wilhelm scream.
Oh my god, did you just fart? In my own voice.
Silence.
The sound of an enemy spotting you in Metal Gear Solid.
The sound of cash being dispensed at an ATM.
What are some unspoken signs of maturity?
Being able to admit when you're wrong. I struggle with this sometimes.
Being able to see things from the perspective of others.
not interrupting someone to make their point, or raising their voice instead of letting their point rise on its own merits.
Being able to accept criticism without lashing out.
You don't attend every argument you're invited to.
What's some weird creepy stuff in the Bible that most people don't know about?
Some guy's daughters get him drunk and rape him, if I recall correctly.
Samson against the Philistines. Jude lit 300 foxes' tails on fire and sent them into the farm fields to burn all the food.
In 2 Kings 2:23-24, the prophet Elisha sent bears to maul 42 small children who were laughing at him for being bald.
Men of Reddit, what are some of the pressures that men can go through that maybe the opposite sex might not understand?
In the middle of the night, if there's a spooky noise, I have to go check if it's safe. Like WTF, I'm just as scared as you.
Teachers of Reddit, what's the worst parent experience you've had? Lefties of Reddit, how do you adjust to appliances designed for right-handed people?
With great bitterness and resentment.
I use my right hand. We're not one-handed, you know. Okay, so maybe I'm a little clumsier, but it's rarely an issue. But supposedly we have a 7-year shorter life expectancy, so maybe I'll accidentally blend myself when I'm 67 or so.
Children of actors or actresses, what is it like seeing your parents on TV?
My great-uncle was Mickey Rooney. His active career was a lifetime ago, but it is still pretty interesting seeing him in movies. He was an amazingly kind and wonderful person.
What song would you want to see made into a movie?
Thriller.
The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Stand by Eminem.
The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Have Ben Zeitlin, Beasts of the Southern Wild, directed.
Hotel California.